That's right, Tim and Erica. That meeting just ended, which means that it went almost 24 hours. I'm standing in the room now that it's cleared out a little bit, but you can see that some of the lawmakers are still kind of trickling out after what has been a very, very long day, night, and morning once again. And I'm joined by one of those lawmakers right now. State Rep David Michel, you're part of this committee and you just spent nearly 24 hours listening to everything. Tell me, what was this experience like? What did you hear?
Well, it was a very emotional experience. We had very emotional and very strong testimonies the whole 23 hours or 24 hours it was. And I'm going home with more questions, not necessarily on my position on the bill, but more particularly on things I've heard. People who came from other states and complaining about what they're experiencing with a similar bill that was passed in their states. So that was really interesting, and also questions about autoimmune, immune deficient children. All sorts of really amazing testimony, very strong, and I think my wife is waiting for me in Stamford now, so I still have to drive another hour and a half.
Yeah, so it's not an easy drive for you, but tell me a little bit about where the committee stands now after hearing from all of this and where you stand.
Well, typically at this point, this is an early stage of any legislation. So public hearing enables the legislators to hear more about the bill and from experts and from direct experience. We heard a lot of people talking about incidents after vaccines, after kids were given the vaccines or even adults. We had questions that were about, you're talking about herd immunity, but you're not talking about adults. So where's the herd immunity without the adults? And really all sorts of really interesting questions. It looked like a controversial subject, but it's not only controversial, it's also very complex.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Please get some rest after what's been a very long day. But like we said, this has wrapped up now, but we have heard from a lot of people both at home and here in person. And Fox 61's Keith McGilvery has more on what people are saying online. Keith.